So I found this dress at Burlington and I absolutely loved it. It's my favorite color and I loved all the sequins. It was only $5.99, which literally shocked me, and it's from Forever 21. But I really didn't like that it didn't have any like breast support. So I had the bright idea of taking one of these inserts from an old swimsuit or whatever. There's me. I got my ginger ale on deck because my stomach was really bothering me on this day. And I learned how to sew when I was in the fourth grade because I went on this field trip to the old Davy School. If you're a South Florida kid, you know. And one of the things that we did, I remember, is that like this lady taught us how to sew. So I'm not a seamstress or nothing, but I can definitely do a little something something when it comes to tailoring. So I was just kind of figuring out where exactly I wanted to place the cups, where it made sense. I kind of showed you where I left off the night before, and then the next day I started again. I measured where I had the first cup so I can make sure when I added the second one they were very even because I'm very precise like that. Then I was kind of trying to figure out where I wanted to add my pins before I started sewing again on the second side. But then I decided that I wanted to sew all the way down to the end of the seam on the first side that I did, just to secure it a little more. And here's the difference between the side with the cup and the side without. You can see without the cup, it's like very flimsy, no support. So on the second side, I'm just kind of showing how I did the stitching, and then I'm starting to stitch over here. Here I'm showing where I placed the pins on the cup. I wanted to place it like as close to the seam as possible. And I only sewed into the inner lining of the dress. There was 2 layers. And I constantly compared the 2 sides to make sure that they were even. And I just kept on sewing the second side all the way around on both sides till it was complete. Then when I got to the second pin on the second side, I was kind of just comparing them again, trying to see how they were looking with the cups, and I was liking how it was looking so far. And here I'm just showing you that even though I sewed completely on one side, I didn't sew completely on the other side, just where it's kind of aligned along the seam. And this was my first time using a thimble, and it was so useful to my fingers. I always think about Peter Pan and Wendy whenever I think about a thimble. And here's me trying on the dress for the first time. I love the open back. I love all the detailing. And I ended up just cutting off those little clear things because I can't stand them. I absolutely love how it turned out. It made such a huge difference on how the dress fit on me. I'm a natural girl. I have teardrop shaped breasts. So if you're like me and you find a dress that's super cute but does not have support for the girlies, you can totally do this at home, and it's so easy.